The Honor Magic 6 Pro looks gorgeous. The back of the phone has a nice texture and a big camera bump that reminded me of a jewel or a watch. The Magic 6 Pro's screen is amazing. It's 6.78 inches big, with curved sides and super bright colors. I could see everything clearly, even in the sun, and everything looked smooth and fast thanks to the 120Hz refresh rate. The screen was great for multitasking and browsing social media. This phone is different from the rest. It has a cool AI eye tracking feature that lets you control the phone with your eyes. You can pick up a phone call with just your eyes. You can even drive a car with an app on the phone using your eyes. The Magic 6 Pro has a powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip that can handle pretty much anything. I tried playing Genshin Impact, a game with amazing graphics, and it ran smoothly. I also did Zoom calls and multitasked with my email app without any problems. The Magic 6 Pro beat the other phones in the 3D Mark tests, which measure how good the graphics and gaming are. One of the highlights of the Magic 6 Pro is its Falcon camera system. It consists of 4 cameras, each with a 50-megapixel or higher resolution. The main camera is a 50-megapixel lens which allows it to capture bright and crisp photos, even in low-light conditions. It also has a 180-megapixel telephalcon camera with 2.5x optical zoom and up to 100x digital zoom, although the image quality deteriorates after 30x. The other cameras are a 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens and a 50-megapixel front-facing lens. I'm really impressed by the Magic 6 Pro cameras. They take amazing photos in different lighting conditions with accurate colors and sharp details. The zoom is awesome too, thanks to the 180-megapixel portrait lens. I can zoom in on any picture and it still looks clear. This is an ideal phone for sports photography. The portrait mode was also great, except for some occasional edge detection issues. But they were easy to fix by just adjusting the camera angle. I loved how the portrait mode created a nice blur effect in the background while keeping the foreground in focus. The cameras even support 4K 60fps video recording, as well as making use of Honor's host of new AI features. The Magic 6 Pro is a beast when it comes to battery life. It has a huge 5,600 milliampere silicon carbon battery that can easily last a whole day with normal use. It's the first phone outside China to have a silicon carbon battery, which is better for the environment and safer than the usual lithium-ion batteries. It supports 80-watt wired, 66-watt wireless charge support. I'm really impressed by the Magic 6 Pro. It's one of the best Android phones I've seen this year. The cameras are amazing, the screen is crisp, and the battery lasts long and charges fast. It's a phone that makes me excited about the future. The Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra got some amazing changes from last year's model. The phone has a titanium frame instead of armor aluminum, which feels nicer in your hand and won't get scratched as easily. It also has a cool texture that catches the light. The edges are less rounded so you can hold the phone more securely. The screen is flatter and has less space at the bottom, which makes the huge display seem even more impressive. If you're looking for a phone with an awesome screen, you can't go wrong with the S24 Ultra. It has a huge 6.8-inch AMOLED screen that can change its refresh rate from 1 Hz to 120 Hz depending on what you're doing. That means it can save battery when you don't need it and give you a smooth experience when you do. The screen is super sharp and clear, and you can make it even sharper by changing the resolution in the settings. The S24 Ultra also has the brightest screen of any phone right now. It can go up to 2,600 nits. That makes it easy to see even in bright sunlight. The S Pen is what makes the Galaxy Ultra phones special. It's tucked away in a little hole on the left side of the phone. You just push it in and it pops out a bit, then you can grab it with your fingers. The phone keeps the S Pen charged when it's inside, and it also reminds you when you take it out or forget it somewhere. The S Pen can be used for notes, drawings, or other stuff. There's a button on the side that does different things like taking photos or changing slides. The phone has some apps that work well with the S Pen like Smart Select, Samsung Notes, and Air Actions. But Samsung hasn't added anything new to the S Pen this year, which is kind of weird. The S24 Ultra is a beast of a phone, thanks to the special Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chip that Qualcomm made just for Samsung. It has more juice for the CPU, GPU, and NPU, which means it can handle anything you throw at it. Plus, it has a huge vapor chamber to keep it cool and fast. The S24 Ultra has 4 cameras on the back. The main one is 200 megapixel and takes super sharp photos. There's also a 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 10 megapixel 3x zoom, and a 50 megapixel 5x zoom. The cameras are great. They take beautiful photos in any light, with lots of detail and color. They look as good as the ones from Apple and Google. The selfie camera is 12 megapixel and also takes nice photos. The portrait mode looks more natural than before. The S24 Ultra can also do some cool tricks with AI. You can remove or resize things in your photos with the Gallery app. If you like taking photos at night, you'll love nightography. It's a cool feature on the S24 Ultra that uses AI to make your night shots look better. It gets rid of some of the noise and makes the details pop out more. The colors are still vibrant and realistic. You can also record videos in 8K at 30 FPS, which is super high quality. The videos look sharp and clear, with natural colors and good stabilization. The Galaxy S24 Ultra has a big battery that can last for a long time. It's a 5,000 milliampere battery that you can charge fast with a cable or slower without one. You can also share some juice with other devices that support wireless charging. We tested the battery by watching YouTube videos non-stop with the screen brightness all the way up. The S24 Ultra kept going for 14 hours and 10 minutes, which is pretty good for an Android phone and better than the S23 Ultra from last year. We also checked how fast the battery charges with a 45-watt charger. It took about an hour and 20 minutes to go from empty to full. If you want an awesome Android phone, you can't go wrong with the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's got everything you need: a stunning screen, a speedy processor, a long-lasting battery, and amazing cameras. The Galaxy S24 Ultra is not cheap or small, but that's the price you pay for having the best of the best. Trust us, it's worth it.